First, I just want to show you a butt.
That's a nice butt.
It is a very nice butt. Hallelujah. Woman who poked holes in condoms handed 6-month jail sentence.
Was it suspended?
I don't know. Let's see. Found guilty of sexual assault after poking holes in her partner's condoms without his knowledge in what a judge has described as an historic case. A court in Western Germany found a woman guilty of sexual assault and handed her a 6-month suspended sentence. Oh, shocker.
See, that's some horse shit.
For purposefully damaging her partner's condoms. No, it should have been an 18 to 21 year sentence, not suspended, because that's exactly what would have happened to the dude had she been successful.
Yeah, he'd been turned into a wage slave for 18 to 21 years. It could even be longer. I don't know the laws in Germany.
Yeah. And I love how they call it a historic case, but then they suspend the sentence.
Well, I mean,
really?
Women get a pass across the entire world.
Oh, yeah. They do 1/3 the time for the same crime as a man on average.
And but that's here in the United States. Over in India, like, these women do some egregious fucking shit and get a complete pass.
Oh, yeah.
I can't read their language, but every once in a while, I have one of the fans in India translate something and send it to me, and I'm like, oh my God!
Why?
Because they have like dowry rights and all kinds of like all these laws that were never like passed by the government.
Yeah.
But are, tradition shit, and then they got tribes. Oh my God. My heart goes out to the men of India. You guys are getting double slam butt fucked with a fucking boomerang cock block to yourselves. I can't even attach enough bad words to what's happening to those men over there. Holy shit.
Yeah, feminism has arrived in India, and it is poisoning everything.
There's been a lot of cases where women accuse men of shit, and then the men in the area kill that dude.
Yeah.
And then they find out it's a lie, and they don't do anything to the woman.
Oh, but women don't lie.
Oh, yeah.
Hashtag believe all women, right?
Now, let's just get this straight. The women of the West have forgotten just how powerful the punani is. I'll give you an example.
Well, when you tank its value by giving it out for free.
Listen, hang on. All right. Way back in the beginning, when you look at the holy books, there was a place called Eden. And the man upstairs populated it with a man and a woman. Now, the man upstairs built everything from, light. That's pretty powerful, intimidating. And he only had one rule. Don't eat the apple. Well, what does old Eve do? She gives old Adam a taste of the punani. And then she says, let's go eat that apple. How bad can it be?
What could go wrong?
So the power of the punani back in the day was so powerful, it literally influenced a guy who was created by the man upstairs to go against the only rule the man upstairs had. That is the power of the punani. Men, stop it.
Yes, all right. Please stop it. Because otherwise...
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Because only God could.
That's right. It just makes me want to drink, man.
And I can't say I'm shocked that this woman pulled this. Apparently she was in a friends with benefits relationship with a 42-year-old man. How old is she? 39.
Baby Raby age.
A little bit. I mean, we're beyond the wall at this point. This woman's waxworks has already started to crustify.
Yeah.
And she thinks, well, this is my Hail Mary pass. Might as well give it a go.
Yeah, 31 to 41 is usually baby Raby years. I had to write that down.
Baby rabies, yeah. And this next one here, I just deliberately didn't send it to you because I think the Babylon Bee won the internet with this story.
All right.
It is a brilliant piece of satire, and this flies in the face of all the leftoids and screeching harpies pissed off about the SCOTUS leak.
Here we go.
Are we ready?
Oh, yeah, bring it.
Here we go. Report. Man who would kill a kid so as to not be stuck with you, probably not husband material.
Wow!
There you go.
Well, I'm going to be honest. When it comes to the reproductive rights of men, they just don't exist.
Exactly. But you pull this out, and all of a sudden people are like, oh, so that's what they mean? Oh. Well, that's offensive and misogynistic. How dare you? We need to censor the Babylon Bee again, way.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, seriously, if a dude, knocks up a chick, whatever, I'm going to keep the baby. Fine. 9 months later, shows up at the hospital room in California, where now it's legal to murder your own child up to 28 days after its birth, right? He takes one look at the kid, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of cute, but I don't want to talk to you. Space Ghost is on.
Wow. Yeah, listen, any woman out there who's willing to kill a kid to keep her, basically her freedom, don't marry those bitches ever.
No.
That should be one of the questions you need to ask these ladies, and you need to be upfront about it. Look them in the face and go, listen, I need to know this right now. And if I find out you ever lied to me about this question, I don't care if you're married for 1 year or 100 years, I'm out. Have you ever had an abortion? If she says yes, thank her for her answer, and then ghost. Because you don't need that in your life.
No.
Yeah,
no,
even if she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, it was terrible, blah, blah, blah. That's a lot of bad karma.
Yeah.
You don't need to invite that into your life. Put up a wall and say, you just stick to your own.
Yeah. And all these women, the ones who are they have a remote nugget, like some lonely atrophied synapses up in their thinking meat still actually fires on half a cylinder of logic. They'll say, well, what about the women who have a medical problem and the incest and the rape? And first of all, none of that is the kid's fault.
All right. Well, this is where you and I disagree.
Yeah.
If it's incest or rape and something like that were to take place.
Well, I'm not saying that I disagree.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying
it's not.
It's still not the kid's fault.
No,
ever. But at the same time, you can agree with that point 1,000%. You would still eliminate, it turns out, the vast majority of abortions. Because here we go. The state of Florida records a reason for every abortion that occurs within its borders each year. And in 2020, there were 74,886. This table lists each reason and the percentage of abortions that occurred because of it.
Oh, here we go.
74.9% gave no reason. 20.4% aborted for social or economic reasons.
So 95% of all divorces, or not divorce,
of all
abortion, all divorce is an abortion.
Yep. And then you have 1.88%, the woman's psychological health was threatened by the pregnancy. 1.48%, her physical health was threatened by the pregnancy.
Okay.
Then less than 1%, there's a serious fetal abnormality. 0.2%, her life was endangered by the pregnancy. 0.15%, rape. 0.01% incest.
Wow.
So if we can agree on those things, sure, that's fine. We will still eliminate 95% of all abortions, and I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah, and you know what? You can still have the same result. It's called the morning after pill.
A little bit.
And listen, if you think some craziness went on, or things went a little out of control, and something was delivered right to the warehouse, just take the morning after pill, clear the inventory out, and start over.
Yeah.
Okay, it happens. What are you going to do?
And I love it. It's like, well, I didn't know that I was pregnant.
How the fuck is that even possible?
I love that. Like, how? Okay.
I don't get it.
I guess.
All right, hang on.
Possible?
Is it or is it not your semi-permanent home here on the planet? The meat suit that you donned when you were born, and you carry around every day, 24/7, 365. Minus extenuating circumstances. If you have to say yes to that, and something is happening within your meat suit and you're oblivious to it, you're a fucking idiot. Okay, it's not like It's not like you have a cancerous tumor that's growing inside you and it has no symptoms until it starts to like rub on something. Got it.
This will like, I thought it was gas.
Like women get a warning once a month.
Yeah.
Either you're on or you're off.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the month comes, you start bleeding and don't die. You proved you can't be trusted, but you're not pregnant.
Yeah. Now, there's exceptions to every rule.
Yes.
There's always abnormalities. I actually know someone who was pregnant already. And for some reason, her ovaries just kept firing shit. Next thing you know, she got twins. One of them is a ginger with green eyes, and the other one is a brunette with brown eyes. And I'm like,
It happens.
yeah. And they were technically conceived weeks apart.
Technically.
Allegedly.
Interesting.
So there's always going to be exceptions to that rule. But that's one of the funniest things about ORNPay. Is that I stumbled across this one day, doing research purposes, of course.
Of course.
Apparently, there's a whole category out there of ORNPay called the, I guess the Three Stooges would know it the best, the cream pie surprise.
Oh, yeah.
How is that a surprise? Like, dude's finished. He's in his, he's already across the room wiping up. He's just basically just trying to stay awake. And you fucking, like, you couldn't tell?
Well,
Is your waxworks so beaten up from you taking that chainsaw vibrating lightsaber to it that you can't actually tell?
I'm going to be honest here.
Wow.
If you are trying to negotiate with a man the rules of the encounter, it's probably not going to work out for you. You should probably put protection in place and then address the issue if it goes outside those parameters.
Yeah.
But if you're like, I can't tell how many times women are like, I'm not on the pill. Then why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Yeah. Yeah. I remember I was with a chick once upon a time, and so redhead seems to be a common theme today. And we're doing our deal, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, I really wish you could." Are you on the pill? No, that ain't happening.
Whoa.
No, thank you.
Hey, listen, man, all it takes is like 2 or 3 of those super commando sperms to run their ass up there and turn you into a wage slave for 21 years.
That's right, man. All you need is one Rambo sperm to storm the line, and next thing you know...
Not even that. They're sneaky. It's a recon sperm. Nobody...
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? It happens.
Yeah. Well, the condom broke. There's usually a warning before that happens.
That does happen.
It does happen.
It's happened to me twice in my life.
It's only ever happened to me once, though, where I didn't realize it happened. The rest of the time, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I'm like, oh, well, it's just, whatever. Like, no, if it starts to feel like it's cutting off your circulation, dudes, change it and give the lady some lube, because that's what's going on.
I think I disintegrated them with the angry inch treatment. I was inexperienced.
The angry inch.
So you get in there like, next thing you know, it breaks. You don't even know it. You're like, oh, that was great. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you'd like to join Pop for Supporters Sundays, consider making a donation on Locals, Patreon, or Subscribe Star.